and it did
Sweet.
things. So
Okay.
it says we're live. Look at that. Hashtag Neo Squad. What's up, guys? Leg 3 podcast. Woo!
Woohoo! I actually did a lot of work on this one, so hopefully it turns out well.
Yeah, we got a path set up. We got notes. Stream looks like it's coming through nicely. Audio should be good. If it's not, well, that's unfortunate, but it should be good. But yeah, this was a good leg, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, positioning wise, we ended up doing just as bad as leg 2. But I felt like, as a whole, I felt like we did better, but I kind of held us back, which is unfortunate. But it's aight. Hey, what's up, Cheese? What's up, Pep? Audio, can you guys let me know that if audio is fine? I'm assuming it is. I was testing it and stuff, but y'all can always let me know near the beginning and I can change things. What is over here? What are you doing over here?
This hole in the wall, Billy actually carved a hole for all of the teams to start. There's no
Okay.
good footage of the starting position, but it's usually a circle of different color paths that we stand on.
Yeah. There's like a little area in there where you're all standing on your own pads and you're told to go out at different times. Ah, yes, talking before you even start. What do you mean? I wasn't talking before I started. But you might have been late to the stream, Marco, and it like lagged out or something because I started talking when I hit go live. Audio's good. Thank you, Cheese. Thank you. But yeah, so there's an area right there. We got the map working again, thanks to numbers.
Yep.
So yeah, with the exception of the first leg, we've been able to get this map and the other one, so that's cool. And then this was the area where we went, and we just kind of went down. Where was the clue? There was a clue somewhere around here, right?
The clue is down the staircase.
Okay, so we didn't even know where it was at this point. We were just like kind of running, looking for it.
I think we were introduced before the race that
Okay.
we need to go down the staircase. That we weren't just aimlessly wandering.
They come back up here. That's like the leg starts. Hold on, let me get up here. We don't know where to go. Someone just goes like left or something. They just go all the way over here. They're like, oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it first. Oh gosh, yeah, okay. They had to have told us then. I'm gonna take a shortcut because I ain't going down those stairs. Oh, you added a little clue thing right here for us. Nice.
Yep.
There's no clues in it though. How dare you? You're supposed to write the entire clue.
I'm not gonna recreate the entire map. I also didn't add the carpets around the base.
Oh yeah, so does the different color carpets mean anything? Or...
So I alternate between purple and magenta on which path we took. So we have a purple path going here, and then magenta is the next path that we're following, which is to continue downwards down the staircase.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't think it shows us for us, but George and Stig, they actually hopped down holes of the staircase. I was thinking about hopping off the side of the staircase as soon as we figured out we still have that infinite regeneration thing.
Yeah.
Shortcut.
Yeah, because you could just jump off cliffs and you heal your health back pretty quickly, so...
Yeah.
This map is really stunning, though. Like, the giant castles and stuff, like, it looks really nice.
It really does look nice.
So there was a clue right here at the gargoyle statue, right?
Yep. As you can see, I have built the statue.
Beautiful statue. Honestly, 10 out of 10.
So we were told to do some parkour now down this way.
Yeah, there was really no problems here. I don't think we kind of just went here with everyone else. We were all together at this point in time. Like, as you saw in the video, literally everyone was like sardines up in here. This is where our first problem came, and we kind of fell off a bit. It wasn't really shown, mostly because it was probably irrelevant to the whole of the video. But we got a bit lost here. So you were supposed.
It was shown in the video.
It was shown. Okay. Just I don't know if that's
we were
much.
following George and Stig down this.
Oh way. Yeah, come on, George and Stig. Why are you going the wrong way?
Yeah, I marked it out with redstone blocks. We went the complete wrong way, down the staircase, out the front door. Now, there were yellow and red carpets here that never came into play. I'm guessing that might have just been Billy setting something up and then deciding against it.
Okay. Yeah, so we were supposed to go up there, but we were following George and Stig, or the colors or whatever, and we went down, as you can see. We were looking. We ended up going pretty far. Again, this is a running theme with our team, apparently. We don't like listening to what we're told. It literally says rooftop parkour.
Yeah.
Why were we going underground?
Because we did like 5 seconds of rooftop parkour, and clearly that's all the rooftop parkour we needed.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
So we got really back up here, and kind of
where are you now?
Like one.
Where'd you go?
I'm like at the slime pad.
Oh, okay.
Here. So we got back up here. We did the slime jump, and I believe was Dan or Shockey that pushed me off of the edge.
Okay. Did you
So
die?
I had to. I didn't die. I just had to get back up and do it all over again.
Okay. Right here, there
But
was some like pushing going on when everyone was clustered
yeah,
up here. We're trying to do
a
the slime block.
collision rule was on for this entire race, so you could nudge people off the edge if they weren't careful.
Yep. So that's fun. We'll get to that later. You heard me in the video completely out of context saying I pushed someone off, like the savage that I am. This time I actually did push someone off in like the first episode where I was accused of it. I swear I didn't do it the first time, but this time it was intentional. And I'll go over that.
There was some accidental pushing here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I got pushed off by Pink Team, but then on the second round when we got back up here, I pushed Pink Team off, just running ahead of them to go get to this next ladder area over here.
Okay.
And then this, it was floating ladders, but I've marked it out with the amazing race rule colors, red and yellow.
Nice.
Going up here. And there was no ladder over here either.
Okay, so it was just like a jump to the other area right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is where the darkness soul thing was, right? Where you had to...
yeah, you balanced across the iron bars, and you got here. Now,
so it was under the lava. It was like a lava chest or something, right?
It was a chest under the lava. I've marked that out with the orange wool there
because I didn't
want everything to burn.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I'll put it out right away. But the chest was like right here, right?
Yeah.
I think. I actually didn't go here at all, so I don't actually really know what was here. But
almost walked.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it was kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you just have to open the chest.
False. There we go. It's not gonna burn it either. So yeah, there's.
Yeah, it was like don't pass this point if you don't want the blindness. And then like I was like right here, and you're like don't go. I'm like oh wait yeah okay because you already got the blindness.
You actually went all the way up to the fence post, but what triggers the blindness is you opening the chest.
Oh okay.
So even if you had grabbed the item, then you wouldn't have been blind.
All right, got you. So that was that, and then this part was pretty easy. I feel like it could have been a bit more challenging. It was pretty straightforward. Although I noticed that blue team missed this jump because their teammates left without him, and then so they like fell like right here on the wood and died. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. I was observant of my surroundings. I saw the pool of water down there before I grabbed the blindness, so I knew where I needed to fall.
Mm-hmm. And this was very straightforward. I mean, even without my help, you probably could have did it. I guess it was more of like, don't turn left here, right? You gotta turn right.
Yeah, don't turn down this way. You gotta go this way.
So how did we know that? It was like a certain path color, right?
A brick road, yes.
Brick road, okay. So then while you were blind...
Actually,
like, I'm gonna show you guys who might not know what blindness in Minecraft looks like. Effect, let me give myself Minecraft blindness 20 seconds. This is what it looked like for numbers while he was going through. So he couldn't really see much. I mean, you can see enough, which is why I was like, you don't really need a guide, but it was kind of cool to have a guide, I guess. So it was basically, oh, I'm gonna follow numbers, or I guess that would be me in this scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Minecraft blindness is, pretty much. It's pretty cool. Makes it spooky. That's why I was talking about, like, I wasn't necessarily saying it was scary, but I was like, ooh, I know it's really spooky for you, in terms of like, oh, you can't really see anything. I was using it as in like a way of saying, oh, you don't really know where to go. Not that you were scared. It's just funny. Wait, actually,
it definitely gives an atmosphere with the whole woods environment, and then being blind.
Like, it was a long walk, though.
It was, yeah. And you can't sprint while you're blind, so you just had to walk it.
Is this the person who checked for your soul?
Yes, the villager.
Ah, yes, wonderful. So this is where we got our split, right? Our roadblock or detour? Which one is it?
I believe that it was... Because the detour is one person does it. It was the roadblock with the split. Right?
Okay, roadblocks are splits. Got it. So yeah, we didn't do the, whatever it was called, the sword thing, which was right here. They built all of that, I guess. I mean, none of it's here.
Even the building in the back, I thought that already existed, but no, the forge wasn't there either.
Yeah, they built all of that. So we didn't do... So the animal area, too, it looks like they built a lot of it. Or is it just this building right here that had everything?
It
Because
was
this is
just this
small.
building, but they added a ton onto it on the sides.
Okay,
Like
so this is the
area.
area where the animal counting was, and this is pretty good. We did a good job. We went through
Yeah.
it once. We only needed to get like 6 sets of animals, which probably would have saved a little bit of time. But we did like all of them to make sure that we would have 6 correct.
Yeah.
And
And then we went to the wrong checker. We went to
that's
the
right.
guy
Okay,
who
that's
was
not our
checking
fault. I feel
swords.
like there was a checker right here, in
Yeah.
between the two things. Come on. I mean,
Might have
that
said in
looked
the
like
flow.
yeah. Even I forgot what team it was, but I think it was Orange Team. They were doing the sword challenge, and then they went to this one thinking, or they couldn't find the checker because they thought this one was the
Yeah.
animal checker, just like us. And they're like, yeah, I don't know why it's here. The actual checker, I believe, was on top of the building, right?
Yes, the sun god. When you were turning in, like when we were at the soul area over here,
Okay,
um,
yeah.
you made a quote. There's one team ahead of us, and I bet you can guess what team that is. We were right next to blue team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
We
right.
completely underestimated black team though, that were already ahead of us.
Yeah, we completely forgot. Okay, so we were here. We saw blue team. We're like, oh, there's one team ahead of us. And this actually is the reason why we thought we were one place better than we were, I think. Like,
Yeah.
it just messed us up. Like, we thought as we were passing people and stuff. So we thought blue team was the only one ahead of us. But we didn't realize that black team was already, like, doing the detour. Cheese confirmed detour is split path, roadblock is one person. So.
Okay.
Thank you, Cheese. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. And then one of the funniest parts of the lake for us was when we were leaving, we noticed a bunny
The
had
rabbit.
escaped.
Oh my goodness, the rabbit. Yeah.
That was so great. And I actually think it did mess up Pink Team because they were behind us. And when I was listening to what they were saying when they were doing the bunnies, they said 5 bunnies, I'm pretty sure, which is 1 less than 6, which was the correct answer.
Oh my goodness.
So
yes.
we just saw a bunny escaping. It was like, we were laughing so hard. We're like, a bunny's gone. It's just running away. Oh, it was so good, dude. That
so
was
Billy
honestly
then added
hilarious.
the staircase here to get up to the tracks, and this is where a bunch of teams did a full loop around this entire.
So
track.
I believe we were supposed to go this way, right?
Yes, we were.
But we saw the railroad, and what were our directions? Was it go south?
Yes,
yeah, it was go south. Okay, again, we're just really bad. Okay, if you look, it's kind of hard to say. Like on the upper left of my screen, you see a bunch of like numbers and stuff. It might be hard for some people to see, but it says facing in one of the things. It's under, I don't know, but it says facing east right now, facing north, facing south. So
Yeah.
I don't know what part of me, when it says go south down the railroad tracks, decides to go north. I don't know.
I think the part that saw the other teams coming from this way, we were like, oh, we're going to go this
So
way.
we kind of like fell down the path of, oh, we're gonna follow other teams, right?
Yes, because we saw Aeglin, we saw all these guys, and we knew that they didn't have a massive lead ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw them coming back, and we thought, okay, this must be the right way.
Mm-hmm. How far did we go before we turned around? I think we went a while.
Like, I think we went. You're getting to the point about where we stopped. It was like right here where I'm standing.
Okay.
You're like, oh, this is going north. We're supposed to go south. That's why the other teams were turning around. And we thought that they just took the same route that we did and messed up. They went all the way around.
Yeah.
So if we got that right, I think we would have been in first place.
Wait, did black team go the wrong way too?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You see, we just gotta actually pay attention and read things correctly. So yeah, then we realized we had to go south. I think also this looked a bit like weird.
Yeah.
Because it didn't really go through. I guess. Wait, actually, can you go through the railroad this way?
It was modified.
Wait, you can. We went around the mountain, being the savages that we are, but you could have went through the railroad. Oh wait, no. It was blocked off.
Modified.
Yeah, it was
modified for Billy.
So, as you saw there, I just went through the railroad, but in the actual show, it was blocked off. So you were forced to go around the mountain, and then meet up with this railroad that goes south, I believe, right? Yeah, we're going south now. Every single team went the wrong way, I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think anyone got it right. So then we got here, and then without reading the sign that says if you're looking for the roadblock, this is the wrong way, We just go up the sign or the ladders looking for the roadblock, and we go here, which this could have been really really bad. We were following Orange Team again, or actually Orange Team was following us, I think.
Yeah, Orange Team was behind us at this point. We took the lead with going up here.
Yeah. What does this command block do?
That'll take us to the parkour area. Basically, don't go there yet.
Okay. So what we did was we went here. We saw like these heads, like these headless things and stuff. What made us turn around? It's kind of hard to remember exactly because there's a reason why we turned around specifically, and we realized we were going the wrong way.
It wasn't even in the video. I was looking for the moment that we turned around and like what got us to do that. I think we just had a realization like
This is going like too far, right? Because it looked like another challenge.
Yeah.
We saw the heads and like there was a spawn point setter and stuff.
Yeah.
So we like, oh wait, this doesn't seem like the right way. So we realized that pretty quickly, and that's why we made our comment like, wow, I'm glad we figured it out pretty quickly. But we also made another comment saying like, dang, this really gonna mess up that other team, which was Orange Team, because I think they actually started the parkour, right? Like they started going to the parkour.
Doing the parkour with the heads. There was like a tower with, I guess, a giant.
And then they died. I think they died, which would set them back pretty far away, spawn point wise. I think at that point.
No, I think they triggered the spawn points here, so they weren't.
All right.
They weren't impacted too much by that. They just didn't figure it out right away.
It sounds like you didn't read signs. Exactly. We ignore everything. We're really bad, okay? When we're told to do something, even if we do read the sign, we just think, it doesn't matter. What are rules for anyway? The FBI is coming for you? Oh no, that's not good.
Oh,
and, yeah, exactly, Cheese. Another example of not listening to signs. Yeah, it's not good. So we eventually realized, okay, we need to go this way, right? Down...
Yeah.
Wait, is this still south? Yeah, it is still south. Okay. We realized we need to continue going south because we didn't finish the railroad. And this is the infamous challenge that was actually really enjoyable, but a lot of things happened. Everyone was stressed out. There's barriers here. What?
Yes.
Oh, is this... okay, so
this was the roller coaster, but it's actually looks nothing like it did.
Dang, they really changed. Okay, so this entire roller coaster thing that you guys saw in the video was all made for the show. None of it was pre-made, so that's impressive because you guys saw how big that was. This is just a dungeon, which is really cool looking. It's just they terraformed it and changed it completely. So I don't remember. Did we get here third? I think was it third? I think third sounds right. I know it wasn't like fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
We ended up going through the railroad. But there was a problem. That wasn't just... Well, I guess originally it was just me. So we go going through the roller coaster, and I have the tendency to hold W when I'm going on a road ride, because, you know, to go forward. It doesn't really make that big of a difference, but it apparently did here. Because the intention was you're not supposed to press any buttons in the roller coaster, which is why you sometimes see people going really slow, and you might be thinking, why aren't they holding W? W is how you go forward in Minecraft, by the way. Why aren't they holding W to go faster? It's because we were told not to after what happened. There is a couple points actually, where the roller coaster does like a jump or whatever. And a lot of people ended up like falling off, or the railroad stops working, it breaks down. You can't go up ramps because you don't have enough speed. I was one of those people. I was stuck in the roller coaster with no way of escaping. And there was no lava or anything around, so I couldn't really kill myself. So I was just trapped. Like, it was not good. But I wasn't the only one. Everyone was like having problems or getting trapped. The railroad was getting congested. There was minecarts there. It was breaking down. No one could get through. Everything was going wrong. And then Billy was eventually like, all right, stop. We had to pause the leg. Literally, the leg stopped. And then they had to reset the entire roller coaster. They had to tell us, okay, do not press any buttons when going down. They had to set a delay because people were like crashing into each other with the minecart, so they had to set a delay up so that not everyone could go at the same time. And then we had to like redo it as if we had never gone down before, and like each go down like at different times. So like first place, they went first, and then second place they went. We were at this point in time, I believe 4 of the 5 teams were just chilling here because we were told to stop. Pink team I don't think was here yet, if I remember. Wait, no. Maybe they were. Were all the teams here at this point?
All of the... yes, every single team, by the time they paused the leg, was here, and teams were getting stuck because they were unable to.
Continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, at this point, it's like it was kind of like an equalizer, but not really because people got head starts depending on what time they got there. Everyone was together just waiting for them to fix it. It was pretty. It was a bit stressful for a lot of people, especially Billy, but it ended up working out fine. It wasn't really that big of a deal. I mean, the roller coaster was a very complicated challenge, and I think it worked out good.
Yeah.
As far as counting things go, I don't really know how numbers would did. Probably would have did better than me. I think I did okay. We got it right in 2 tries. There was a couple things that threw me. For instance, it's Minecraft, and certain things like what are the color of the shark's eyes? It didn't really look like a shark at first to me. On the second go, it looked like a shark. Same thing with what are the color of the soldier or the knight's eyes? He didn't have eyes. He was wearing a helmet, as Eggman pointed out. That was one of the famous quotes of the episode. So we just said black, which is actually the correct answer, which is kind of dumb if you think about it. It's literally his like visor for his helmet, and that was black, but that counted as the color of his eyes. But whatever. And then counting the bees, my famous quote. I finally got some famous quotes this episode. Numbers has been the star the first 2 episodes with what he says, but I got my Super Saiyan bees up in here. You know, nice. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go Super Saiyan counting all these bees, and I did. I really tried. I still got it wrong, by the way. And then people who were calmly counting managed to actually get the correct number, which I believe was 13, and I said 12. In the video, I'm like, 12 bees, I think. I was still unsure. There was a lot of bees, okay? It went really fast, and I don't know. I couldn't really see them very well.
And for the questions we didn't know the answer to, we just kind of, like, guessed. There was no penalty for
guessing. That's right. You gotta quote this thing. You're like, I don't know, well, I don't really know what the name was, because, like, what is the name on the sign in the graveyard or whatever? Yeah. And you're like, I don't really know what it is, so we're just gonna say Johnny. It's like, just a classic guess. Just hoping that Johnny is the right answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we basically just guessed everything. We wanted to answer everything, even if it didn't, like, seem correct. Because, there's no point in not answering anything. Orange team actually didn't even go down the roller coaster a second time, which I guess it's hard for them to enforce things. It's fine. They just kind of like kept guessing until they got it right, because they had a good memory, so they knew exactly which ones they got right. So they were able to take the time and figure out, you know, which one was incorrect by guessing. And apparently Billy said that it took them so long to guess anyway that it didn't really matter. Like they just sat there, kept guessing until they got it right. So it's all right. Okay, this was a really good challenge. Is there any other things particularly you wanted to say about the roller coaster?
The roller coaster, having to pause the leg was just completely out there. I think that's the thing that really stuck in my mind about this leg was the roller coaster. Like, every leg has had its defining moments so far. The melon chest leg, the one where we we forgot to do only one person needed the wand, so we stuck there pretty much to the entire end of the leg doing tree parkour.
And then going to the forest to mine for wood.
Yeah, this one was the roller coaster for sure. We didn't struggle on it too much, but it's the thing that I remember the most.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was definitely the defining thing. For me in particular, it was the bees. That was the defining thing for me. I just had fun with the bees, trying to count them all. But yeah, after the roller coaster, we got it. I believe, did you mark out from here, or no? Where we go next?
Are we gonna do the dungeon now, or are we gonna want to do that later?
What dungeon?
The original creator of this map has a dungeon with a boss fight at the end of it. We could do that either before we continue, or we could do it afterwards.
Oh, you want to go see what the boss is? Oh, let's go look at the boss while we're talking about different things, I guess.
Okay.
So, the roller coaster thing, there was that checker and stuff. I'm trying to think. What was after that? I have my notes here. Was it really just the parkour after this? Is this the boss? No, that's a... What is this thing? The heck? What is a torture? Okay. Where are you? I'm gonna teleport to you.
I went into spectator mode.
Oh, to find the boss? That's a good point. You can fly through walls. So, the cameras are all in spectator mode, which is what you see here. And then I think some of them were using Where is it? It's how do you turn on the fancy recording thing where your camera movements are really smooth? Because right now, as you can see, my camera movements are sharp.
Cinematic camera.
Yeah, where would that be? Do you know?
I don't think it has the default key attached to it, but you find it in controls.
Oh, cinematic camera. Okay. Cinematic camera. Where would that be? Oh, it's not set to anything. Okay, we'll just add to that. So a couple cameras were using cinematic mode, which I think actually made it look better. I don't know. Because this is what you can do with cinematic. Like, look how smooth my camera movements are. If you're going, like, if you go too fast, it looks kind of wonky and give you, like, motion sickness sometimes. But if you're going nice and slow, cinematic mode looks pretty cool. It's like a real camera. And this is what a couple, I don't know. Not everyone is using the, was everyone using cinematic mode? Actually, I wasn't really paying attention. I just noticed at least one camera was using this.
I think, I know that there's at least some of them that weren't.
Okay. But yeah, this is pretty cool. You can, like, get a good visual of certain things.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn that off now.
Find the boss battle room.
Ooh, the map looks really cool when you're inside the ground. Yeah, where is this boss?
If you want to teleport to me, Roller.
You found it?
Yep. So there's this underground city right here. And then at the end of the city there's...
So they just gutted this entire place to make the roller coaster.
Yep. Unless any of this looks familiar, because I didn't do the roller coaster.
No, none of this is familiar at all. Dungeon boss level 5. Wow. Amazing.
So do you want to go back through... Like, we could actually do this boss fight and the dungeon at the end of the recording here?
Maybe. I don't know. We might not do that. Hey, what's up? It's Jolts. How you doing? You're welcome to go back to the beginning if you want to watch everything we've said so far. Alright, so yeah, this is what was gutted out from the roller coaster, because none of this was here at all. Which just shows the dedication, because a lot of people are like, oh, they didn't take time building the map. So they did. Like, this entire roller coaster was made. I don't know how long that took, but to design everything, to put all the little creatures and stuff you had to count, it's good.
Yeah.
They did a good job with it. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So do you know where the checker area is for this place?
The checker. Oh, that was down below over here. If you teleport to me right now, this would be the place for it.
Okay, so they added a house here, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they added a house.
Okay, so there was a little checker area. It wasn't really anything in particular. Yeah, this looks familiar. It's around here somewhere. And then after that, we went to the parkour. This was a very, very large section of the whole leg, just because it took a long time. Do you know where the parkour is?
If you followed the magenta carpets up the hillside that we did, we actually didn't follow the railroad tracks back. We took our own path.
So we went up here, and then this is what that command block is for, right?
Yeah, I've decided to skip a tad bit of the parkour because I couldn't be bothered to map it all out.
Okay.
But this leads to one of the more notable areas now. Up the staircase, through here.
Oh wait, I passed. So yeah, this was a pretty challenging area just because the directions, while they said follow the severed heads, it didn't really help in some cases because you're still looking for the severed heads. Yeah, I remember all this area. Because, like, let's say the head's, like, I don't know, like right here, okay? I'm just going to get a player head so I can demonstrate. Let's say the head's right here. No, it's not. You might be, and, like, you got to go, like, around. Let's just say that's what you're supposed to do. You might be, like, right here, and you're like, well, I don't see any head. So you gotta be like, oh, there's a head right there. That's where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so you gotta, like, play hide and seek with these heads and try to find them. Like, there's a couple times you see there's, like, one, like, down here, for instance, or something. And then you're, like, looking for these heads, and you're like, oh, wait, I see one right there. Gotta fall down.
Yeah.
It was fun, though, because you're actively trying to find these heads, trying to pass people. And we saw pretty much every team here. The last two legs, there was the moments where we would never see a green team. But
Yeah.
in this leg, we were able to see everyone pretty much, or they passed us and we passed them or whatever. And actually, pink team, this was what was surprising to me. I don't know how they finished so far behind us, because legitimately, despite what happened the last two legs, we were neck and neck with pink team for a majority of this parkour. At least me. Numbers over here was the champ, and he just like finished the parkour and was like, "Roller, where the heck are you?" And I'm like, "Don't mind me. I'm just dying over and over again. I'm chilling here with Dan." And I don't remember where I was because it wasn't caught on camera, and this place is massive, so memory is a problem. Let's just say it was like right here or something. I was with Dan a lot, so me and him, Chalky was pretty much where Numbers was, I guess. They both completed the parkour. I pushed Dan off one time, which is what you hear. Like, we were like neck and neck. That's who I was talking about. I'm like calling him like this guy or whatever. I don't know, because I didn't really know their username or whatever. So I just kind of like nudged him off and killed him. I was like, haha, I got him. It was such a savage moment. Because when you're in a, here, get over here. I want to go to like survival so I can show you show the viewers kind of how annoying it is when you're trying to do parkour and stuff. Because when you're doing the parkour, see, I could just push someone off like that. You're trying to do parkour, but you're like in each other's way and you're like pushing each other around. So if you give someone a little nudge, sometimes that's the best way to get rid of them.
Especially with the slabs, because you can crouch and like be on the edge and not get pushed. But if you push someone down off of a slab, there's just this fraction of movement where even if you're shifting, you can still fall.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing they really said was no punching people. So
yeah,
it was their fault for leaving player collision on.
that is a rule that you can disable if you add people to teams.
Yeah, there is something you can do with that, but they didn't feel like it, so whatever.
That's okay.
Or they just
it made
forgot.
the race more interesting.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So yeah, this was pretty much 50% of the leg, just doing parkour. And actually, as you see, Numbers had to like hold my hand throughout this part because he comes back down. Like, he just says, "Alright, I'm done waiting." He comes all the way back to where I'm at the parkour and like drags me across to tell me where to go. It's like, "Alright, this jump, this jump, this jump." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Navigational assistance. So this pressure plate will teleport us to the clue.
So yeah, I never even got to really see the clue. You got it. I don't think I got the clue. So.
Yeah, so...
Maybe I did. No, I definitely got the clue. Never mind.
Yeah.
How did you... Okay, explain to us. How did you miss the clue?
Okay, so if you come over up onto the roof, like following the magenta carpets, this area over here with little steeples, we had like slime block parkour to get up to here.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
And there wasn't any navigation that showed you need to go down to the clue over there. I didn't see the red and yellow from a distance.
Okay.
I just saw people heading this way. And I saw like a red and yellow banner. So I'm like, okay, this will be the next thing. It then tells me, if you don't have the clue, don't jump down here yet. And that's a sign that I actually read. So I had to go all the way back now and find the clue.
Yeah, that didn't really affect me at all. I was just kind of listening, like, "Oh, you don't have the clue? Okay." As I was just dying inside because I was feeling the parkour, which this was a pretty rough thing mentally because I'm supposed to be the good one at parkour, and here we have Numbers just being the champ doing everything for me. It's like, oh, okay.
This was my redemption. It was like navigation parkour. If it was one thing or the other, I'm sure that you would have done a lot better on it, but I feel like I can do really good with navigation. The slime jumps as well.
I like those, though. Those are fun.
Couldn't recreate them here, but you get jump boost while you're on the slime blocks, and it is fun. Just to be able to participate in whatever the experience was, I'm happy. It's my favorite part of the leg, being able to jump around on a bunch of slime blocks.
Yeah, I can't quite replicate it exactly, but I can get pretty close. If we, let's see.
Oh.
This should, and theoretically, whee! Not quite.
I think it's
it goes like, it goes a bit higher, but
yeah,
kind
it's
of
like
whee.
giving you jump boost on like effect.
It's pretty cool. The first sign read by #NeoSquad. Wait, which sign did we read? Which one was that?
The one with the clue.
Oh, that's right. We did read that sign.
Yeah, we didn't hop down off the building without the clue yet.
Yeah, we read a sign. Let's go.
So
Oh
I made
man.
the slime pad down here that you gotta jump off to.
Oh, that's right. Underneath the reason why you're able to jump on these without dying is because underneath all of these like carpet blocks are slime blocks, which are basically like trampolines in Minecraft. So if you land, you kind of bounce and don't take any damage. Like I'll go. Gosh, this is pretty high up. It's a long jump, dude. I'll go like right here. Go to survival mode so I can die, and I'll make the jump. Whee! Look at that. No fall damage. And this not bridge, this gate was really cool. I really like this gate. For a refresher, for those remember, basically you went down here through a little like water area. You pressed a lever, and you had a certain amount of time to get up and get inside the gate before it closed again. And the first time this happened, it slammed in our faces. And that was pretty funny. I was having a good laugh.
Yeah.
And at this point too, we knew we passed Pink Team. We knew we were reaching the end of the leg, so we were a little bit more carefree. Like in terms of, oh, we're not gonna get out, but we should, try to do good. So that's why when it slammed in our faces, we were like, oh, no, we were just laughing. We're like, okay, let's go do that again, because it was just fun, to be honest.
Yeah. And then there were 2 paths to take. Roller figured out that you could just hop down the waterway. And
Yeah, they wanted you to go down like this whole area to like get over here to reset, but going down was much faster. So I don't know. But yeah, the gate.
I think that the gate caught us up for more than it showed. I think we failed at least one more time after that. We didn't just like immediately get it.
We're nearing the end of the leg, and when we get to the end, we're not going to be done because we have a special guest from another team coming in. We're going to be talking about whatever. We'll just be talking about like their perspective on things. It'll be pretty fun. It'll be a pretty cool guest that we're going to have. But yeah, so this was the ice boat area, which you kind of built, I see. And we failed so many times on here off camera that we figured out like a pro strategy. So there was spawn points set up like right here, okay? So if you were to theoretically die, you would spawn there again. But the problem is, actually, let me go to survival mode. If you're in a boat and you fall off, wow, you don't take any fall damage. And it's like, what? Yeah. So then you would have to walk all the way back up the staircase, which actually took a good amount of time. And when you're trying to practice, like, doing the ice boat parkour or whatever, it gets a bit annoying. So we figured out a strategy. Let me actually... Is there a spawn point? Like, how do you set a spawn point? I guess set...
Slash spawn point.
Oh, it's slash spawn point. Okay.
Yeah.
I may have set the world spawn there.
That's alright.
Okay, anyway, so we figured out that, oh, when we fail, you just jump. Wait, I actually ended up here. That's not supposed to happen. Wait, could that have been an exploit we could have did?
That could have been an exploit, yes, if we did it fast enough.
Oh, wait a minute, never mind. I just realized that there was a gate at the end that only a boat could go through.
Yeah.
So, never mind.
So we didn't need the boat.
What I was trying to say is, once you fall off, you can jump off, and then you die.
That would have got you.
And then you spawn over here! Woo!
Yeah, so we pretty much had a bit of an exploit up our sleeves anyways.
My game decided to start lagging out when I died. I'm getting a solid... How many frames is I getting? 10 frames per second!
10 frames?
I mean, honestly, that's pretty great if I do say so myself. I don't think you can beat 10 frames a second. I don't know what happened. I died, and then now it's having a heart attack. 13 frames. Oh, wait. I think it's smoothing out. Oh, there we go. We're back up to... Oh, no. Okay, we're back up to 300 FPS. Nice.
Oh. From
okay.
10 to 300.
My computer's an idiot, okay? Don't worry about it.
Fair and balanced. So we actually got out of the boat at the end expecting to be able to walk forward, but there was a gate.
Yeah, we almost made a mistake. Like, if we couldn't get back in the boat, that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
Because it took a while. And Black Team ended up passing us, which we thought Black Team was second. Which I believe they were third. Yeah, because they were third. Which is, again, goes back to the whole thing of we thought, oh, Blue Team was the only team in front of us, so.
Yeah, so Orange Team managed to sneak by us.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got second.
Yeah, there we go. That's the thing that also messed up, because Orange Team was behind us for a lot, so we didn't really notice them pass us. It's probably my fault from dying too much. But yeah, this is where the final parkour bit was. It was pretty cool. The pit stop was actually above at the top, but
yes.
So the pit stop was over here.
Right up there.
It's pretty chill. And that was the leg. Any questions from anyone? We had fun with this leg. It was pretty good. Again, Billy was like, "Oh, that was not your leg," and I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Well, I feel like we did better than last leg."
Yeah, we didn't fail completely with the
and
alleged test.
we passed a team that wasn't Peach and Marcus. So
Yeah,
I mean, I don't mean to brag.
that's success.
Nah, Peach and Marcus were legendary, dude. They were icons. I'm sad that they had to go.
Yeah, I wish they could have been in the race longer.
All right, the time is here. Hopefully my Minecraft doesn't freeze. It is time to invite our special guest to the whatchamacallit, the podcast. And then we'll probably go for a little bit longer. There's no time limit. We'll see how long they want to be in the call. Let me add them. Please wait. Oh my gosh, if I can type. Why can't I? Oh, are they not my friend? It's the same thing as last time, guys. Hold on, I gotta add them as my friend. What is wrong with me not having friends with any of these people?
Clearly, we just need to friend everybody from the Amazing Race.
Yeah, I know, right? We need to just... Oh, my computer... Not my computer, my Minecraft froze again, so it's gonna take 5.5 years. I gotta remember to go to small screen when I'm, changing windows. Okay. We're good, I think? Yes.
Yep.
My stream is back live. Okay, he wants to join the server too, so we'll let him. Do you have the information somewhere? I'm trying to think of where you sent it to me. Wait, did I say who the person is yet? Okay, yeah, you can send it to him. Yeah, we'll just create the group chat with him. I don't think I said who it is yet, so...
Yeah, we've kept it a surprise this entire time.
Yes, we have. And they will not accept my friend request until we send them the Minecraft IP. Wow.
Where's the How do I send them the Minecraft IP?
I don't know. I can't welcome the person who doesn't want to join. Don't worry about it being a small screen. That's not your fault. It's my fault. I'll turn it back to big screen in a second. I'm just trying to get our guest in here.
Alright. There's the IP. You can pass that information along.
Okay. And then they just added me, so I will add them to the call.
Okay.
Everyone, please welcome from Team Sidetracked, George. Okay, I called him. He'll be in here in a second.
Yeah, there we go.
Hello? Is he in?
Hello.
Hey, George, what's up?
Not much.
You,
I was so confused about what you wanted me to do with this podcast, but I'm happy to be here.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, happy to have you.
So yeah, people were hoping it was someone from Team Sidetracked. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You're famous.
Well, ask all the questions you want, and I guess we can go through the course and talk about our perspective also.
Yeah, so there was a couple of different things that I wanted to ask you in particular. One, how did you guys scrape past us? Like, when did that happen?
Can I have creative, and we can kind of go over how that happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
There you go, creative mode.
There you go, you're in creative. Actually, I think I have to turn down your volume a tiny bit, not much though. Alright, you're good.
I am loud, bazinga. I have a new mic since you last talked to me. Like, for all my... so some people might notice it, might not. So in the Amazing Race, we kind of did the confessionals afterwards.
Yeah.
And I had a different mic for the last 2 ones we've done.
Okay.
Oh, it's the same way for me, except instead of having a better mic, it's a worse mic.
So
I have a better
where's
mic
the
too. I think
roller coaster area?
This is the start of the...
roller
Wait, no.
coaster.
Where are we right now? Oh, the roller coaster
we're at
area?
the finish.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
So the start is actually right over this way.
Wait, the start's pretty close?
Yeah.
Oh.
This...
Oh yeah,
building
the start's right here.
Separates the start and the finish, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I actually don't know where the roller coaster is. Numbers, you're gonna have to take us there again.
Okay, so following along the course, this blindness path leads us over here. So the roller coaster is right behind this area.
Okay. So we'll skip ahead to this, and if we want to go to the other stuff, we can. If people like have
Alright.
questions about the course, or if you guys do.
So
we were.
It's right here. The sign that told us not to go up there. Both of our teams.
This is where we thought we passed
Went
you
up
pretty
here.
good, because I mean technically we did, just not for long, I guess.
Yeah.
So what happened here? We followed you, and we probably didn't read the sign because at the blockage there was already another sign saying something like "go around." So we probably thought it was that. I was kind of just following Stig at this point, who was following you guys. I was kind of letting him take the charge on that one, and we actually went the course. I don't remember us dying like you said we did. I just know we made it a good distance, and we kind of realized this isn't right. If we did die, it was just to come back down.
Yeah.
And then I guess we decided to split up and go down this path. And I think that was a lot sooner than the edit shows, but I was on a minecart and somehow got stuck into the world.
Okay, so you guys ended up going the wrong way again? You took like a left here?
I think so, and then I kind of figured it out and headed the right way, and I had to explain to Stig where to go.
Okay.
So then we went down here, and we did our run. And then we did it once. You never saw us, I guess, because I guess you went back in. And Team E-Girl Slayers got past us, and we didn't notice it. We stepped outside, talked for like literally a minute about. I don't know why some people think like it took just as long. I felt like we got it really quick. Like we did it in one try.
Okay, like the
second
re-guess?
thing. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
okay.
re-guess.
Well, that's what Billy said, but that seems more accurate, that you guys were able to guess a lot faster.
So we would have to rewatch it. So maybe Billy one day will upload everyone's leg individually.
Oh gosh, yeah.
POVs, just for
you mean poor
content.
quality, where like half of it is just silence? At least we're silent a lot of the time.
Oh, we were talking most of the time. I'm like,
okay.
I was expecting for us to be shown a lot because me and Stig were like, our whole thing was like we were good at competing and also like making jokes. Like half that time we were just goofing around while competing, and we did.
I do gotta wonder though. Your team name was chosen before like anything at all. You're like, oh yeah, Team Sidetracked, but you've managed to get sidetracked a lot. So
yeah,
it's just funny.
Well, we had a bunch of names planned like for this. Let me see if I can find my DMs with Stig. I think I pinned it actually, so I can. So ideas, because we've known each other for about 6 years, like maybe a little bit less, because I joined a community he was part of for the Minecraft Mobile by Bill Boss TV. I've been on that show twice. That was my first ever game show, and it was kind of the only big recorded one I ever been on before a build off or this. I've been trying to get on big game shows for a long time because I've been doing game shows for 6 years, but this is my first big break apparently. So we had trying to choose names that would fit our style, and I kind of came up with the names. So one of them was UHC because we played in a UHC community.
Yeah.
Team Meat, spelled weird, MAET.
Ah, okay.
Team spelled backwards, mate.
I get it.
Team Those Guys.
Okay.
This one definitely a real winner here. Team Do You Want to Buy Something from Us in all caps.
All right.
And
these are some great names.
Team Sidetracked, which I knew is something we'd probably have issues with, and because we would probably try and ham it up as much as we could.
Okay. So you just kind of had a list of team names, and you decided on Sidetrack?
Yeah. Me and Stig agreed that the Meat one or Mate one and Sidetracked were the best name.
Yeah,
and
they're both pretty good.
Sidetrack is what was more.
I mean, hey, no offense to Team, but not the most creative name.
Yeah. So after that, with the back to the racing part, we already knew where to kind of go because we had already gone up the course. So we knew how we had to get up there. But for some reason, we thought we can come up the stairs and go across this mine track because that's what it looked like. There was even a ladder here.
Wait, we did the same thing.
Get up. Yeah, and then we realized, okay, if anyone saw us do that, they would think to do that first, and we ran up the side of the hill. So that's why you hear me say, "Oh, if people saw us, they'll go the other way instead of the way we went."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we went up, and we actually got first through the parkour. We were kind of breezing through it, like following the skulls was kind of easy for us for some reason at this point. Because beforehand, we were just
So
having
that's
trouble
where you passed everyone, pretty
navigating.
much, was just being a beast
Yeah.
at the parkour.
The parkour and solving the thing. We were the second team to finish it before Eglin even.
That's
and,
right. That's right.
Unique.
I think that's where we didn't notice you passed us, because we all went through the roller coaster. We noticed
Mhm.
everyone got something wrong, so we went back. But while we were going back, you took a guess and got it right, and then you left without us
Mhm.
even knowing you left. So I
Yep.
think that's where we didn't even know you were past us.
And that's what happened with E-Girl Slayers with us. Like, we didn't notice them pass us per se, and we eventually caught up with them on here, and we're a good bit ahead. And my infamous quote came to be.
Which one was that?
The headline of the
Oh, that's
episode.
right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you said it was an
So,
easy jump, so I got excited or something like that.
Yeah, because like Stig was like just saying like it's an easy jump and we'll easily take the lead, and I was just so excited at the opportunity to defeat team who were currently on 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the big deal. At one point, I was so getting nervous, I started singing "This house doesn't burn down slowly to ashes to ashes."
Nice.
And I was upset that I got cut out because that was right when they passed us, and I was like, "Dang it!" I thought that would be a funny moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There were a lot of moments where like we were joking around that we would think we would be the clowns. So maybe in future episodes that will come up more. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we're also being seen as serious, because that's kind of also been my goal for a while. 'Cause, like I think a lot of people see me as like, oh, he's a player, but I don't know if he could get far. And I'm glad now I'm in the top 5, top 4.
Top 4.
I don't
now.
know.
Oh, top 4, yeah.
It's been
Top 4,
eliminated.
yeah. But yeah, let's see. There was a challenge. Oh yeah, that's right. The challenge that we didn't even do. So I want you to shed some light on the building the sword challenge. That you guys didn't
Okay.
even. You guys took a shortcut in that one. So I want to know like how that went down and
Well,
stuff.
I think a lot of the problem with our book reading is the fact that I'm dyslexic, so I can't really read under pressure that well, let alone read too super great anyway. Like, I'm good at reading. A lot of it's usually more spelling problems.
Mhm.
But what happened, we kind of went on it. I noticed that anvils were falling down because like Stig was just running. I was like, Stig, you need to actually move. There's things that are about to crush you, and you got crushed. I kind of stuck with more doing the right side because I noticed there was a lot more regular stone pressure plates rather than wood ones, so it was easier to run, jump, and skip around. Eventually, Stay got to the end before I did, and we didn't notice there was another building back there. So when we finally read the book and it said, when Stig read it and he saw enchant it, he was like, "Oh, cool! There's a thing right there," and we did it, and we didn't get penalized for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the hard one to even think about penalizing because they're the ones who put anvils everywhere. It's like they made it as part of the map. We're like, all right, they're just gonna put anvils everywhere, and then you had no choice but to enchant it. Again, what just happened to me?
You teleported.
How did I get over here?
I guess I got to go on the teleportation device.
This is the area where the checkpoint was. But yeah, what an anvil is. Let me show you guys. It's essentially
it's that
just
thing that happens in Tom and Jerry where Tom gets a headache and hurts a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. They fall. You could die from that. But basically, they just had to enchant a sword with a sword and a book, and that was it. And they were using the anvils as like decoration, like just like along the side,
kind of like this,
like a wall or whatever. Yeah,
they
basically
also
like
added
that.
in some hoppers to it as well.
Yeah. So that's how we kind of their decoration choice kind of screwed them.
Yeah.
I think something that would have helped them is that they had their cameramen also be more enforcers a little bit too, but then that kind of would have detracted from filming. So it's something that was like, it was a great production, but there was hiccups. Like, look at my last game show I did. There was a huge hiccup.
Oh, what happened?
It's not easy. So if anyone knows, I host a thing on Stig's channel called Endurance. It's based off an old TV show from back in the day that I used to love and almost auditioned for, but they canceled it when I was old enough. Anyway, so there was a hidden immunity piece, kind of like in Survivor, and you weren't supposed to find it because you had to be on the road to elimination. Because when you were sent up for elimination, you had to go to this temple area and compete in a challenge against another team. Well, someone left base camp and stole the thing without me realizing it, and I had to reveal what the issue was. Luckily, we were able to salvage it, but it was sadly all on live stream, so I couldn't edit it out.
Oh no.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
I think
Minecraft Endurance Season 3.
yeah, go check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Railroad, we went over that. Oh yeah, everyone went around in a circle. Yeah, so were you just following a team when you went the wrong way around the original railroad? Because everyone was going in circles together.
We kind of went. So we kind of thought everyone had completed a task on the railroad because we weren't really following anyone. We just went down a path and we saw people running back. So we're like,
Yeah,
okay, they either completed something or they're lost, and more than likely they completed something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nope. That's why we didn't immediately turn around, because I love how a lot of people are like, why aren't you turning around? It's because we were probably thinking.
That's a good observation. I feel like that happened with us a lot of time too. We would see people coming back and realize, wait, they might have completed something. That's a good observation there.
Mm-hmm. So that was kind of the whole issue right there.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the parkour didn't give you any troubles, huh?
Not really. I'm not as great as parkour as like Stig is, but I was able to somewhat handle it. I went slow pace. I didn't try and speed through it because we were in first place at the time. We didn't have to really worry about elimination.
Oh yeah,
This
so
has been... Okay, go ahead.
The defining moment for you not getting first place was when at the bridge, or not the bridge, the door, you went down instead of back up to the door after the lever. So
what happened here, to my memory, I died before coming down here and even seeing the whole cage here.
Mm-hmm.
So when Stig started running this way, of course I followed him and we saw the lever. And over here, I don't know why, but I was thinking it was a water gate because the little water things.
Mm-hmm.
This looked like a water churn table, like the way they edited it. Yeah. So that's why I was like not questioning Stig when I followed him.
Oh, that's a good observation. You guys went really far, actually, right? You went all the way back down to here.
Yeah, and then we realized, yeah, this doesn't look right. This was the start of the race.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went back and realized it, and we did it. I got it in the first try. Stig had to do it a second time running up. And then when we got to here, they kind of didn't show this as much, but E-Girl Slayers were actually neck and neck with us as well.
Really? Wait, does that mean we were that close to you too? Because we were neck and neck with E-Girl Slayers here too. I wonder how close we all were.
You were a bit behind them by a good, and then you caught up with them. So we made it up to the boat. We failed. Stig went up the normal path because I think one staircase was longer than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So then I led them up the other way. And I think I didn't die fully. Like, I had small hearts. So I ran up these stairs, wherever you are, and jumped off the side. And I think that confused them. And I respawned back up there.
Oh,
so I think that slowed them down a bit. And then we got it in the second try. And we were close behind team. But sadly, it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
Dude, that was nice hearing a bit of your insight on like how you did this leg. That was pretty cool. We're approaching the 1 hour mark. Is there any final questions anyone had? I think we went over a lot this leg though, really into detail. Pretty good. But yeah, any final thing you wanted to say, George? Like anything in particular?
We could talk about the earlier parts of the leg.
Like what in particular? Like there wasn't really much before the challenge.
So with the lava thing, Stig was like having the hardest time finding the chest. Mm-hmm. So I literally had to punch him in to help him find it. Oh. And then he realized he couldn't get out.
Oh, that's right. We noticed that.
So he killed himself, and then I looked in it, and I got it in like the first try, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, I'll be the one that it has to be followed. So it was like, oh no, that was just not me and Sig were not gelling. Even though we got second, there was just something wrong that day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was nerves on both our parts, but it was just something
Yeah,
was not
it was
right.
someone else's camera. It wasn't shown for you, but I was laughing at that when I was watching the leg. I was like,
Mhm.
wait a second, they just got pushed in. It was you pushed Sig in, right? We
Yep,
watched
I
that
had to punch him
happen.
in.
We were laughing like, why did they do that? Now they can't get out. It was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where it was like, okay, and I'm pretty sure the chest was in the corner if I remember, but I don't. This was like almost a year ago, so
Mm-hmm.
I think that it was just centered.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it was so hard for him to find it. It was just, I guess, heat of the moment stuff. He's normally a beast at competitions, so that was just an off day.
Yeah. What about you, Numbers? Any final words?
No, I think I've said everything that I've wanted to say on this race. It was a really good leg. Probably, of all of the ones, our favorite performance so far. Like,
Mhm.
we had no bad things that happened.
Except my
in this
parkour
like we had on the
performance.
other
But yeah,
ones.
no, we did for getting second to last. Yet again, hashtag clutch team. We we did okay. That's pretty much it.
You almost said that 3 times.
Did what? Oh, second to last.
If,
Yeah,
if
if it, okay, so the first
we
leg,
screwed up.
yeah, we would have
Yeah.
gotten second to last the first leg if it wasn't for everyone looking for the pit stop.
So the reason why I didn't go up that tower and didn't think it was it, Stig was using Optifine Zoom and like swore that most of them didn't, like he swore he saw into all of them and none of them had it. So we were like, okay. That's when I saw that parkour thing that wasn't actually parkour.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, it seems that everyone's questions was answered. This was a good podcast. Thanks for everyone for joining.
Thank you, George, for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, George.
No problem.
Appreciate having you. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end off this podcast here. Hashtag Neo Squad. Hashtag Team Sidetracked. Take your pick. Thanks for everyone for joining us.
One's the
Yeah.
right choice, one is clearly not.
We'll leave that for you to decide.
See y'all
All
later.
right. Thank you guys for joining the podcast,
Bye.
and
God
yeah,
bless.
peace out.
Bye-bye.